Well, good Wednesday evening, Arkansas. This is Chief Forecaster Cameron back here once again. We're here to give you guys your evening forecast video for this evening, along with a very interesting 7-day forecast coming up as we get towards probably around that 8:30 time frame here. So, first and foremost, take a look out west. We've got a good amount of rainfall coming in. Unfortunately, this rainfall, all this heavy rainfall is not going to make it into Arkansas. Well, actually deep into Arkansas. Northwestern Arkansas is probably going to be the heavy favorites for seeing this rainfall as we get towards late tonight and into your Thursday time frame here. But I promise you guys, there is plenty of rainfall coming in as we get towards this weekend and especially early next week here. So let's go ahead and talk to you guys about the temperatures here. And man, we're still talking about upper 70s and low 80s in late October, guys. So 81 in Little Rock, 81 in El Dorado, 79 degrees in Texarkana, 79 in Fort Smith, 74 up there, actually 73 now in Fayetteville, and also we're at 73 in Jonesboro at this current time here. So as I mentioned before, all this heavy rainfall back out here towards the west, it may impact a couple of counties, especially the far western counties over here in western Arkansas and maybe northwestern Arkansas before it begins to fade out. But we do have more rainfall to talk about as we get towards your upcoming holiday weekend here, which will be the Halloween weekend into early next week. So let's go ahead and talk to you guys about your headlines here, and they are very, 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 very interesting headlines across the board. So we've got a strong cold front that's going to move in as we get towards Sunday into Monday. We also have heavy rainfall that's going to be likely, especially late Friday, and it's going to continue throughout the weekend. Now, I have a lot of people that are listening to this video right now that are trying to figure out what the game plan is going to be for this upcoming weekend. It is not going to be like a total washout, all day heavy rainfall. This is going to be coming in different rounds, so there may be periods where it's pretty dry across the board, and there'll be other periods where we have some heavy rainfall, possibly some embedded thunderstorms across the board. Right now, I am not expecting any severe weather. Friday and Saturday, there could be some isolated strong storms. I'm going to talk about that coming up here in a little bit, but not really expecting a whole lot of severe weather with this setup. And I know you would talk about 80s versus 30s with this cold front. You're like, how in the world are we not getting severe weather with this? Well, what's going on is we have a couple of things. The moisture from major Hurricane Otis down there in Mexico, that's going to move up. Then we have a cold front moving in at the exact same time. So it's going to lead to what's called poor thermodynamics. Basically, you're going to have a lot of cloud cover, showers and thunderstorms. So you're not really going to have the environment in place for the potential of seeing severe weather. We're going to be lacking a lot of instability. So fortunately for us, we're not having to deal with a lot of severe weather, but we are going to see a good amount of rainfall, potentially drop-busting rainfall, especially for our folks over there in northwestern Arkansas, and then the potential of a killing freeze as we get towards early to mid next week here at this point. So, speaking of freeze and all things cold, we have our winter outlook on Patreon, and we have a lot of people that have joined our Patreon over the last 24 hours. I really do appreciate you guys doing that. It is awesome. We really, really appreciate it here. Hope you guys really do enjoy that winter outlook. It is going to be a rather crazy winter coming up. So if you want that early access, go check us out on patreon.com/Arkansas Weather Watchers. For the public, it is going to be released next Wednesday here. And I would like to know in the comments below if you guys would like it to be like a video like I did with the fall outlook, or should I just get everybody together and have a live stream going over the winter outlook next Wednesday here? So let me know in the comments what you guys think about that here. But if you want that early access, it's going to be patreon.com/Arkansas Weather Watchers here. So let's talk about the burn bans. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm tired of talking about burn bans. I am tired of talking about them, but that is reality for you. So we've added, I do believe, 2 counties. I think we've added 2 counties since last night here. So the rainfall is desperately needed across eastern and southeastern Arkansas. We look to get that rainfall as we get towards this weekend and into early part of next week here. With the burn bans, we do have the wildfire risk across the board. Moderate wildfire danger across much of Arkansas, the high wildfire danger down there in southeastern Arkansas. If you're in southeast Arkansas, you're going to get to next week, you're going to be wanting to do a bonfire. Don't do it. We got to get the rainfall first before we start talking about any bonfires or anything like that. So let's take a look at tonight. Like I mentioned before, that cluster showers, a little bit of embedded thunderstorms over there, eastern Oklahoma, northeast Texas. That's going to move into western, northwestern Arkansas as we get towards late tonight and to the early part of your Thursday morning here. No severe weather is expected. I want to make that clear, but it is going to bring some rainfall over there, especially for our far western counties late tonight into the early part of your Thursday morning. As that activity moves eastward, it should start to die off. I am hoping that this ends up busting and we can actually get the rainfall to move a little bit further to the east so north central Arkansas, they can see some rainfall as well here. But for right now, from everything I've looked at, everything has it dying off once it gets past where you see that 60% coverage area at this point here. So we'll wait and see what ends up happening with that, guys, but I promise you we do have some decent rainfall chances coming up as we get towards your weekend. So let's go ahead and talk to you guys about model data for a little bit. And I'm going to take this out. This is starting tomorrow morning. Like I mentioned before, the far western counties has the best shot of seeing some rainfall. It's not going to be much, but nothing. A little bit is better than nothing. So we'll take what we can get. But let's take this out all the way through. And let's take this out all the way. Doesn't stop this to about Sunday. Look at the amount of rainfall we have across the board. Let me go back for a little bit. So this is Saturday, and you're about half an inch to an inch. And you go to let's do this 7 p.m. on Sunday. Okay, so that's about roughly 36 hours. You get about 2 to 3 inches of rain within that time frame. That is really, really good. That is great news, especially for folks that are in that drought at this point. So just keep that in mind. I'm excited about the cold air coming, guys. I enjoy it, but the rainfall is like another level right now because we desperately need the rainfall across the area here. Okay, so this is about 7 p.m. on Sunday. We can take this out even further. This is about 7 p.m. on Monday. This is the overall totals. We've got 2 inches now, a little over 2 inches now in Little Rock. We've got 3 in Fort Smith, 3 in Russellville, 3 in Fayetteville up there, near 4 inches of rain down there in southwestern Arkansas. And for our folks in eastern Arkansas, we saw all those burn bans, 2 to 3 inches of rainfall. Far southeastern Arkansas right now, it doesn't look like you're going to see a lot. Stay patient with us, guys. Hopefully we can get this to shift even more southeast so the majority of the state can see a good amount of rainfall as we get towards this weekend and the early part of next week. Okay, so let's go over to the Euro real quickly here. Let's talk about this cold front, this chilly no beans cold front that's coming in as we get towards Sunday into Monday. So let's take this out. This is the 18Z Euro. Let's go to the 12Z real quick. Okay, so the cold front actually will make its way into Arkansas as we get towards late Friday and into Saturday. So it's going to kind of park itself across northwestern Arkansas, and you're going to get disturbance after disturbance after disturbance after disturbance, kind of riding along the cold front. That's where we're getting the heavy rainfall potential as we get towards the Saturday and Sunday time frame. Now, let's take this out. This is about Sunday morning, 7 a.m. Sunday morning. Look at your difference. Near 70 degrees down there in southeastern Arkansas, 53 up there in northwestern Arkansas, and that colder air is really going to make its way into Arkansas as we get towards Sunday. Look at the temperature difference, near 90 degrees in southeastern Arkansas, and you're in the 40s up there in far northwestern Arkansas. That is about a 30 to 35 degree difference in overall temperatures here, front and the front and behind the front. You would normally think with a frontal boundary this strong, you would have severe weather to deal with. Right now, we don't have to worry about that. So let's keep our fingers crossed with that. Right now, we're still a couple days out, but right now it doesn't look like we're going to see a lot of severe weather with this setup here. So this is Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m. If you're in northwestern Arkansas on Sunday, you're going to need the hoodies. If you have any plans outside, you're going to need hoodies. You're going to have temperatures rapidly falling throughout the day. Wind gusts upwards to 25 to 30 miles per hour. Wind chills are likely to be in the 30s throughout the day on Sunday up there in northwestern Arkansas. So you're going to definitely need that hoodie if you plan on going out for church or you're going out just for any kind of outdoor plans on Sunday here, okay? Near 90 degrees southeastern Arkansas, the cold front moves through as we get towards Sunday evening across central Arkansas and in the southeastern Arkansas here, and your temperatures fall fast. Once that frontal boundary moves through, you're going from the 70s and 80s down into the 40s and 50s here. So a very, very drastic, more of a shock to the system cold front coming in as we get towards that Sunday into Monday. There's your daytime highs on Monday here. 40s across the state, some low 50s could be possible, but there's yet another surge of colder air that's going to move through. And let's take a look at that real quickly. I do believe the Euro may be a little bit warm, but you've got temperatures in the 30s up here in northwestern Arkansas, northern Arkansas, 40s across central and south Arkansas, and then there's that colder push of colder air, so it's delayed. It's not Monday night and Tuesday, it's Tuesday night and Wednesday. So it has 20s up here in northwestern Arkansas, and then the rest of the natural state near that freezing mark. That is a hard freeze up there for our folks up there in northwestern Arkansas. A freeze for much of the state here. So any crops, any outdoor plants, make some preparations now for that potential as we get towards that Tuesday and Wednesday time frame. Look ahead on Wednesday. Look at the temperatures on Wednesday, guys. We're talking, this is the Euro, by the way. This is not the GFS. This is the Euro. Temperatures in the low to mid 40s for highs. That 7-day forecast that's coming up this evening, it's going to be a rather interesting one. And we can take this out all the way through. And you start to warm up as you get towards late next week here, but not a major warm up as we get towards that time frame here. So the cold air is definitely going to be here to stay. We can take a look at the GFS. Let me go back here. I think GFS has been doing the warm up, cool down over the last couple of days. So has cold front pushing through. This is Tuesday morning. Temperatures in the 20s, low 30s. So there's still some model discrepancy right now. We can take this out to Tuesday. This is about during the day, 40s and 50s for highs. And then your other side of cold air moves in late Tuesday into Wednesday. I think the GFS may be a little bit too warm with those temperatures because you have a snowpack to the north and drier air. But definitely something that we're going to watch as we get towards next week, guys. So I've talked to you guys about this for the last 12 minutes. That's all I got for you guys this evening. We're going to have a lot of updates later this week and into the weekend, and we'll continue to keep you guys updated right here, your source for all things Arkansas weather.